You're listening to the Willie Fed Aftershow.
This is the Willie Fed Aftershow, and today's date is May 14th, 2010, and it is Friday, so you know it's time for F It Is Friday. Y'all keep it locked. This show is going to get you ready for the weekend. I got my crew in the building, so y'all keep it locked, y'all. This is the Willie Fed Aftershow.
You're listening to the Willie Fed Aftershow.
The Willie Fed Aftershow, that strafe right there was Set It Off. Big ups to all the AKAs, you know, that's their stroll song right there. You know, gotta get it hyped for Friday. Today is May 14th, 2010, and like I said earlier on in my little intro, it's Friday, so you know it's time for our F It Is Friday show. Nothing but up-tempo stuff, lighthearted stuff. I do got a little bit of news to talk about. Some big things going on in the sports world. We're gonna touch on that for a minute. But you know, before I continue on, I gotta introduce my main man, the first mate of the show. I don't know if he would be classified as my wingman. I don't know. But anyway, first mate of the Willie Fed Aftershow. My road dog for the weekend. My homeboy, bro.
Wingman?
I was asking. I didn't know. I don't think it's because wingman, like, that's like when you're in the club and...
Yeah, I'm not the wingman.
Yeah.
Nah. Sidekick, maybe.
Okay, we can still with sidekick.
You know, sidekick sound a lot better than wingman.
Yeah, because I don't go to the club, so...
I don't either, really, not anymore.
I'm not a big club, like, I don't know.
I guess you get older, you switch over from clubs. I do a bar, you know, just to watch a basketball game or something.
For a special event, I'll go to a club and like...
Special events are cool, but you know, lounges aren't that bad. You ever been to a lounge?
I love lounges. Big ups to the AKA lounge here in Orlando.
What group you said? That was the AKA group, that song?
That's the stroll song. Well, you know, stroll songs kind of change from school to school, but for the most part, most of the AKs that I like, the chapters I know, that's their stroll song.
That particular song, though, I mean, was that somebody blowing a whistle? Is a whistle classified as an instrument? As a whistle?
I don't know. When I think about a band, though, most of the time the bands have whistles.
I'm just saying, is the whistle an instrument?
I don't think so.
I don't.
But I mean, if the triangle can be an instrument, then why can't the whistle?
The whistle has to be an instrument. No, I'm gonna look that up probably later on.
We'll see.
But yeah, weekend, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna make it
Today?
Yeah. You know, Fridays are real tough for you. I get, you know, I work overnight on Thursday, my other side gig or whatever, and I get text messages from you usually throughout the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting text messages, and that makes me nervous when it comes, because I know we have a show tomorrow.
It was it was a little difficult, but I made it through.
It was one of those. It was a struggle though.
It was one of those nights, but the good thing about it though, I didn't spend any money.
That's wonderful. So you can say.
Well, I ate, but besides eating, at like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm saying I didn't spend a mass amount.
I don't count buying food.
I didn't spend any money. So that's the great thing about last night.
That's what's up. You ready for the weekend?
We're gonna talk about the weekend.
TJ, there's nothing to talk about.
I'm a little nervous.
Nothing to talk about.
I'm nervous about the weekend.
No need to be nervous.
What you mean? I'm nervous.
I already know there's no need to be nervous.
I'm nervous, so we gotta talk about that.
I promise you, there's no need to be nervous. Moving on to end the show. Usually for our F It Is Friday show, we keep it real lighthearted and up tempo. But there's one thing that I have to talk about, and then we can go into the lightheartedness of the show, and that is BP. I guess we can kill your music. We don't really need that anymore.
I mean, it's a good little background jam
for you, but I mean that's not my theme song.
Well, maybe I should talk about BP. Maybe not.
Well, you can talk about them after I do. BP, as you all know, they had this massive oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico, off the coast, and as you all, I'm sure, still aware, and we've covered it, and everyone else seems to be covering it as well. That leak has yet to be fixed, and as it stands right now, the leak has been going on since April 20th, and so far we have lost, or they have lost, 400 million with an M gallons of oil. Like, that's a lot of freaking oil. And they have a suggestion box, and it was reported on MSNBC this morning that their suggestion box is like running over. They have received more than 5,000 suggestions in the last week and how to fix this issue. People are sending them their ideas of what they think would be the best way to rectify this issue. So do you have any suggestions for BP on how they can fix this? I have a suggestion.
Well, what's your suggestion? Because to me, I don't.
I mean, I don't think it's like, I really don't see why it's that difficult. If you try,
it must be.
If you try,
if it's a problem, you asking for suggestions. You clueless.
Well, if they tried to put a little, like the first thing they tried to put on there, it didn't work because it formed like the ice crystals due to the gas and the ethanol gas, and then the oil and stuff coming out, it formed ice crystals. And then something else they tried, the little boot-like thing, it didn't work. I figured if it's a metal pipe, well, maybe it won't work.
See?
Because I was gonna say, if it's a metal pipe and it's like spewing out, why not just weld the pipe shut, like close it?
But it's water.
Yeah, that's what I said. Might not
now
work.
My problem is though, it's still spilling or whatever because they still drilling. Are they still pumping up oil? How about you stop pumping up the oil and then try to fix it?
But
they can't. I'm just saying. I don't know if they still pumping up the oil, but they still stop pumping.
So you're saying they might be somewhere else? They might be able to cut it off instead of it.
So just.
But hopefully that's not the case. Because if that is the case, then they're just the dumbest group of people I've ever seen in my life. Because if there's a place where you can go and cut the valve off, or shut it down, I hope that would have been the first thing they did. So I would like to think that that's not a possibility. What I'm thinking is that maybe that they're drilling into the ground, and just like a volcano, as it comes out of the earth, you can't control it. It's just coming.
Huh?
I didn't mean
it is Friday, so I guess
I didn't mean to use that word. I thought about the show from Monday when you were talking about. So I'm hoping like they need to just get this fixed. Like the Gulf of Mexico is gonna be black after a while, and all the sea life, like everything, it's just gonna be a mess. But there was a commercial running, and we're about to go to break real quick and throw on some more music for you. But there was a commercial running on, I believe it was MSNBC, one of the commercials where they were talking about Charlie Crist was having some type of infomercials and commercials saying that Florida's beaches are untouched and that tourism is still available here in the state of Florida. So he's inviting people to come to the state of Florida, like the west coast of Florida, to go to the beach because their beaches are still beautiful.